It's July and I've got some sweaty strength. Grab your dumbbells and let's go. All right, Killer Bees, let's go ahead and get moving and grooving, and that means that we are getting started with some arm circles with high knees. Oh my goodness, that first one always feels so good, doesn't it? Welcome to the workout. I'm Paula B. I'm your best middle-aged fitness friend, and around here we are all about making peace with your menopausal body by finding a healthy weight and moving in ways that feel like self-love. And today, do you know that today is going to feel like self-love? I hope you do, because it's my favorite combination of everything that is good in the world. It is strength and cardio today, which is how we're getting sweaty and we're getting strong. Now, you might have noticed that I said grab your dumbbells, but here's the thing about strength. You are actually super duper welcome to do today empty-handed, especially if you are relatively new to exercising or relatively new to moderation, relatively new to weight loss, relatively new to anything. It means that you can make today work for you with something either not at all in your hands or something lighter than you think. I know that you think you have to pick up big, heavy things in order to get strong, but my friends, when you pick up big, heavy things, sometimes what you get is injured. Let's go ahead and do some arm crossers with booty kickers. I am using a pair of moderate dumbbells today, which, by the way, meant to tell you like a minute and a half ago that they should be out of your way. For example, on Blossom's chair. Because we don't do warm-ups with dumbbells, but maybe you already knew that. In any event, I'm using a pair that feels moderate for me. Now, moderate for you might be a completely different weight than moderate for me. I've been exercising for 15 years. I'm pretty fit, like just in general, you know? So moderate for me might be your heavy. And then again, I'm also, even though I'm pretty fit, I don't lift a lot of weights. I'm not like super strong. So my moderate might be way too light for you. What I'm gonna urge you to do is find something that feels like you are not going to be sore tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I said, not sore tomorrow. Let's go ahead and do some welcome to my homes, because welcome to my home. I know that lots of us judge our workouts by how sore we are the next day. Because for years, that was like the goal. The goal was to feel like you had worked out. However, here in menopause land, it's not really the goal anymore, because if you're sore tomorrow, you might be sore the day after tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow. Because you guys, estrogen actually helps you recover faster from your workouts, and the less estrogen we have, the slower we recover from our workouts. Being sore can actually stop you from working out for the next couple of days. Let me tell you really quickly about today's workout. We're gonna go 30 seconds of cardio and then a minute of strength. And yeah, that minute's gonna be long. So again, pick up something that does not make you feel sore tomorrow. We're gonna get started with some big arm side shuffles. So let's go ahead and do that. We're shuffling from side to side with some big arms in our hands. That didn't really make sense, did it? My friends. Yes, welcome to the workout. When it beeps, we're going to pick up the dumbbells because we are going back and forth between cardio and strength today. Don't worry how long it takes you to get into or out of the strength moves. This is not meant to be like high speed, fast moving, we're going crazy and this is intense. This is meant to be something that you could do again tomorrow. When it beeps though, like right now, we're gonna go ahead and pick up those dumbbells and we're gonna do some high knee curls. So we're doing biceps curls with our arms, and picking up one high knee at a time. Your core is pulled in nice and tight. You're standing up straight. Thinking about excellent form, having those elbows tucked into your waist. Great job. The strength work is a lot slower than the cardio work. Really thinking about good form, thinking about balance. When it beeps again, we're gonna go into rainbow jacks. Rainbow jacks are where we have our hands up overhead, swinging from side to side like a rainbow, bringing up one high knee at a time on one side at a time. So it's not a high knee like this straight in front of you, it's a high knee out to the side. It actually works your inner and outer thigh, your inner and outer butt a little bit differently than bringing up your knee in front of you. Here we go with rainbow jacks, thinking about that difference between cardio and strength. This is faster. Doesn't automatically mean it's fast though. Finding your moderate pace is the way to go here. Awesome job. When it beeps, We're gonna do side kick press ups. Excellent, grab your dumbbells. Hands are here at your shoulders. When we kick out to one side, we're pressing up on the other. Thinking about standing up straight and tall. This is more balance work. Got that core pulled in, your tailbone tucked underneath you. You might be noticing that you could go with some lighter weights. That's totally okay. When it beeps again, coming back to cardio, we're gonna go into toy soldiers, hands over your head, reaching your opposite hand down towards your opposite kicking foot. Core pulled in, making sure you're breathing. Awesome, here we go with toy soldiers, hands up. That cardio pace back and forth with the strength pace. Really feel the difference between cardio and strength, and yet notice that we're using our core muscles the whole time. Anytime you are moving your arms, your legs, your middle, anywhere, you want to make sure that your core is pulled in tight, keeping your back safe. When it beeps again, we're doing cross-body crunches. Gonna have those dumbbells in your hands up at your shoulders, elbows out really wide, bringing your opposite knee towards, oh my gosh, your opposite elbow, crunching down in the middle and thinking about balance. Take your time. We're not trying to get a million of these done. In fact, that's never my goal, to do a million of anything. Core pulled in. That means your tailbone's tucked underneath you, standing up straight and tall until we're crunching, of course. Great job. When it beeps again, coming back to that cardio pace, we're gonna do punch, punch, kicks, which is exactly what it sounds like. We're gonna punch, we're gonna punch, and we're gonna kick at a pace that works for your moderate. Awesome job. Excellent, put those weights down, and here we go with punch, punch, and kick. Punch, punch, and kick. I got started on the wrong hand. Don't mind me, that happens sometimes. It takes me at least the first rep to get into my rhythm of this exercise. This is the thing about cardio work. It kind of doesn't matter where your body is or what it's doing, as long as your core is pulled in and you're moving at a pace that brings your heart rate where you want it to go. Grab those dumbbells, we're doing triangles. Feet are almost uncomfortably wide. One arm goes up overhead while the other hand rolls down the side of your leg. Go ahead and let your hip jut out to the side, because this is not just abs and obliques, this is your hip complex as well. Great job. Thinking about using your core, pulling in your abs. Not holding your breath though. Oh, great job. Feel that stretch. When it beeps again, coming back to cardio, we're doing upside down jacks, which means that we're gonna start with our hands up overhead. And as they come down, hands are doing jumping jacks. As they come down, we're stepping out with one foot to one side and really transferring quite a bit of our weight over to it. That's what's kind of difficult about upside down jacks. One of the things I like about it. Start with feet together. We step out and step out to the other side. Step out. Notice how you're catching yourself with your balance. We're not jumping today. Absolutely no jumping. Excuse me. Excuse me, my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna give myself a second here. Grab your dumbbells again. Oh my gosh, I've got probably a cat hair. We're doing a split stance, and it doesn't matter which foot is forward. Front raise, side raise. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna give myself a second here. Core is pulled in tight, even as we're in this split stance. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is the problem with having pets, right? When it beeps again, and the reason why this doesn't matter which split stance is forward, we're gonna do another split stance exercise on the next strength and cardio pair. So when it beeps again, we're doing butter churns. When your hands are up, your feet are straight together. When your hands are down, one foot is kicking out to the side. It's like pushing down on a stick of dynamite. You're so excited about it, you're kicking out to the side. Really pulling in your core, really noticing how this split stance, whoo, doggies, is balance. All right, here we go. With butter churns. I'm still gonna take a minute to swallow and breathe. Oh, when it beeps again though, I want you to think about where you were on that last split stance, because we're gonna do the opposite split stance. So other foot forward, and we're gonna do letter X's, which is forming the top half of the letter X with your hands and arms, and then forming the bottom half of the letter X with your hands and arms. So really thinking about pulling in your core. This is your big back muscles doing this work. Split stance. Find your balance right in the middle. The top of the letter X and the bottom of the letter X. Really thinking about keeping your core pulled in tight. As you have something even moderately heavy in your hands up overhead, your lower back will volunteer. So we just want to make sure that your core is pulled in tight so that your lower back muscles aren't taking on more work than they're meant to. You guys, this was the circuit. When it beeps again, we're coming back to the beginning of the circuit with big arm side shuffles. We're just gonna make it through 2 times today, and that is going to be the exact right amount of work for our weight loss efforts. Great job. Notice how this split stance feels tough balance work when we're doing it. All right, dumbbells down, and here we go with big arm side shuffles. Nice job. This is what I love about going back and forth between cardio and strength. I love cardio, I love strength, but I get just about enough of both of them in short intervals. So being able to go back and forth means that I'm having lots of fun with this one. When it beeps again, we're gonna do those high knee curls, really thinking about pulling in our core, excellent form, slowing it down for our strength work. I know with moderate dumbbells, sometimes we don't think we need to really slow it down. I mean, it's not very heavy. I can totally go faster. But my friends, because we're doing a lot of balance work today, I really want you to think about moving slowly. The faster you move, the easier it is to balance. That's why walking doesn't feel like you're standing on one foot, because you're moving at a pace that makes sense. However, when you walk really slowly, you realize that you're actually balancing on one foot for a couple of seconds every step you take. When it beeps again, putting the dumbbells down, going into rainbow jacks. Great job. Feeling so strong. Excellent. Dumbbells down, hands overhead, rainbow jacks. You guys, you would think that I'm having allergies today, which maybe I am. Between the coughing and now my nose is running and I'm sweating. So this is just a really attractive look. I'm glad the camera is a little bit across the room. And it beeps again. We're doing side kick press ups. We're going across your body. So one hand is pressing up while the opposite leg is kicking out to the side. It's strength work, so we're moving slow, thinking about core, thinking about balance. Once again, the slower you go, the harder this is. I'm noticing that myself. Nice job. Core is pulled in. If it feels difficult to keep your core pulled in while your hand is pressed up overhead, keep your hands lower. You're still getting shoulder work, literally just by having dumbbells in your hands. Feel free to modify this in a way that makes sense for you. Where you are with your fitness is how you should do this workout, so that you can come back and work out again tomorrow. That's why we don't want to be sore after today. When it beeps again, we're coming back to cardio. We're doing toy soldiers. Awesome job. Excellent. Dumbbells down and hands up. Here we go. Opposite hand, reaching towards that opposite kicking foot, kind of shaking it out after that strength work. This is why I like going back and forth. The cardio work gets you nice and sweaty. Mostly we have our hands up overhead. The strength work still gets you nice and sweaty, but we have our hands doing something different and we're moving kind of slowly, really contracting those muscles. So we're almost doing a little bit of stretching by doing cardio in between each strength exercise. Here we go with cross body crunches. Dumbbells in your hands, up at your shoulders, elbows out wide. Opposite elbow towards your opposite knee. I'll see if I can not choke on it this time. Who knows, we'll try. Really feeling that crunch in the middle, feeling your back working by keeping your elbows wide in between. Noticing where your body is in space and time is the best way to get the most out of your workout. It's not just about moving fast, getting sweaty, although I do enjoy getting sweaty. It's about noticing and making an intention for your body to use the muscles that you're intending to use. When it beeps again, we're doing those punch kicks, and I'm gonna think really hard about how I'm gonna do that. Because I always get started unintentionally wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna think. Here we go, put those down. Okay, so punch, kick? No, punch, kick. Doesn't really matter. We're going now. I know that I always do the first one wrong. That's what it is. I do the first one wrong because I always want to start with my right hand. I'm extremely right-handed, and I always want to kick with my right foot. But when I lead with my right hand, I'm kicking with my left foot. That's the problem, is that I need to go across my body with the leader hand and the kicking foot. Okay, here we go with triangles. And now that I've said that to myself out loud, perhaps I'll remember. I've been doing that exercise for, oh gosh, 5 years. Never really thought about it like that before. I just knew I was punching and kicking. Sometimes this is the brain-body connection, my friends. Sometimes you have to verbalize what you're doing, or I have to verbalize what I'm doing with my body in order to actually get the exercise correct. When it beeps again, we're doing upside down jacks. Really thinking about that whole hip complex. Doing such a good job. And dumbbells down. Here we go with upside down jacks. Not upside downs, jack. And I apologize to all of those of you who have a dog named Jack or a husband named Jack, because I've now said that word numerous times in the last minute or so. When it beeps again, we're getting back into that split stance. Again, it does not matter which foot goes forward for the first one, because we do have 2 of these exercises in the circuit. As long as you are going opposite during the circuit, we're totally fine. We're doing the front raise, side raise. Okay, so split stance, all toes pointed forward, your weight is centered right in between, your core is pulled in tight. Front raise, side raise, and then front raise, side raise, going the opposite way. Noticing where your back foot is. Your back foot is actually the thing that's enhancing, or perhaps not, your balance. Your back foot, if you can, be up on your toes, with all 10 of your toes facing forward, is the most balancy position. If you need to, you can put your foot down and have your foot out to the side a little bit. That is a lot more stable. It is, however, using slightly different muscles, which is why I really like to try and challenge my balance on this one. When it beeps again, we're coming back to cardio, of course. We're doing butter churns. When your hands are up, your feet are together. When your hands are down, one foot kicking out to the side. We can call these hoe downs, butter churns, whatever you want to call them. When it beeps again, we're doing that split stance the other direction with the letter X's. My handwriting, not so great. I've got it here on the whiteboard, and it actually looks like letter K's, even though I know it's letter X's, but that's why That's why I don't always know what I'm talking about. Great job. Here we go into that split stance in the other direction. All 10 toes facing forward if you can. Core pulled in super duper tight. Top of the letter X and the bottom of the letter X. And my friends, doggies, we have reached the end of our second circuit, which means that when we are done with this, we are done. We're just not quite finished. I've got a built-in finisher for us of one more pair of exercises, cardio and strength, that we're gonna do 2 times in a row so that, we get 2 times of them done. We're gonna go back to cardio with reach across high and low, which is exactly what it sounds like. We're reaching across high, and then we're reaching across low. Core is pulled in nice and tight right now. Remembering to breathe, thinking about pulling those shoulder blades together to make your arms go up and make your arms go down, out nice and wide. Great job. Reach across high and low. So reaching across high and reaching across low, reaching across high and reaching across low. When it beeps again, we're gonna do deadlifts. My favorite I think that is my favorite strength exercise, possibly of all time. I find it to be very reassuring because for me personally, my glutes are just hands down the strongest muscles in my body. Like, there's no question about that for me. Therefore, it's an easy exercise for me, but I know it's tough for lots of us, which is why it's my finisher today. Feet about hip width apart. Push your hips back, 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 back. Back stays straight, core pulled in tight. Pull your hips forward, forward, forward. Squeeze, 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 squeeze from your glutes. Stand it all the way up. Awesome job. Take your time here. Make sure that your lower back isn't volunteering. Make sure that your back isn't curving. The straighter your back, the more your glutes and hamstrings are doing their work, just like they're supposed to. Awesome job. When it beeps again. Coming back to that reach across high, reach across low for the second and final time. Great job. Keeping your shoulders back helps keep your back straight. Nice and strong. This whole rear chain at work right now is the way that we can stay upright for as long as possible. Here we go with that reach across high, reach across low for the very last time. As we are aging, we want to make sure that we're keeping our back nice and strong. And by back, I actually mean the whole back of you. Your gluteal muscles, your hamstrings, your big back muscles, your latissimus dorsi. Having all of your rear chain muscles stay strong helps you stay upright on your feet, independent for as long as possible. Here we go with deadlifts for the second and final time. The next time it beeps, you guys, is the last time that it is going to beep today. We have done such a great job getting nice and sweaty and nice and strong and keeping it moderate so that we can come back and work out again tomorrow. That is how we get all the real results. Working out regularly. If you're losing weight, I suggest 7 days a week. I suggest 7 days a week of moderate, almost gentle activity to work it into your day. Every day helps you stay consistent so that your body can release weight gently. On screen at the end of this video, just in case you don't know my whole theory and method of losing weight at 50 and beyond, I will have a video for you that explains everything we do. There are 5 things that we do every single day. Only one of them is exercise. And I'm gonna put these down, down, down. You guys, that was awesome. Nice and sweaty, nice and strong. Let's cool it down a little bit with some, here we go, with some arm circles. Oh, great, great, great job. As I mentioned, I will have a video here for you on screen that explains all about the 5-0 method, losing weight at 50 and beyond. And I will also have an extended cool down for you. I keep the cool downs in these videos pretty compact because I know that we didn't work out a whole lot. I mean, we got sweaty, we got strong, so we don't need to spend a ton of time on cooling down, but I know lots of us love that little bit of extra flexibility work, a little bit of extra time to just feel like we've really finished off the workout beautifully and brought our muscles back nice and cool. Let's go ahead and open it up. Nice big deep breath. Feel that stretch in your chest. Oh my gosh. And then pull it together. Give yourself a hug and a pat on your sweaty back. Oh my gosh, my friends. That was really, really good work that you did today. And we're gonna do something fun again tomorrow. No matter where you are or what you are doing, I have another video for you for tomorrow. So make sure before you go that you subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.